everyone, welcome back to Gracie May's Tarot. So today we have a video that was requested by a subscriber. I would like to say I'm sorry it's taken me so long to film it, but I've been getting so many requests. So if you have suggested a topic and I haven't gotten to it yet and I responded to you, just know eventually I will get to it. I've just been getting a lot of requests, and then I have my own videos that I had planned to film, so just be patient. But anyway, the topic for today is, why are you drawn to this person? Now, it can be platonic, it can be romantic. We're going to be getting love oracle cards, but we'll also get platonic messages from some of the other oracle cards we'll be pulling, as well as obviously your tarot. So we'll be addressing, both scenarios because this is a general reading. So we have 3 groups to choose from today. You can pick your group according to the symbol in the thumbnail, or you can choose your group based upon the deck. So I wanted to give you both options in case you have a certain preference. So if you're going to be choosing according to the deck, for pile 1 we have Tarot Cats. And this deck is from Etsy. I highly recommend it. The shipping was fast. They sent me like a really beautiful full-size sticker free with the deck. I had no complaints. It's very beautiful. There's also like this gold edging detail. The cards are a little bit slick, so if you don't like glossy cards, this may not be a good deck for you, but in terms of the artwork and everything, it's a really beautiful deck. Loved it. So anyway, that's pile 1. Pile 2 is the Golden Girls Tarot. And then for pile 3, we have Tarot del Fuego. So like I said, timestamps are in the description box, just like always, and I will see you in your reading. All right, pile 1, welcome to your reading. If you chose the Tarot Cats deck, you're in the right place. So let's find out why you are drawn to this person, pile 1. Why are you drawn to this person? Pile 1. And a big thank you to my guides and your guides for coordinating this message. And hopefully, I didn't say this in the intro, but make sure you're focused on just one person's face in your head when you're choosing your groups. So if you didn't do that, maybe go back to the intro. You definitely can watch this reading for more than one person. You just want to make sure you have a clear vision of that person in your mind, or their name if you're not a visual person when you're selecting your group. But anyway, pile 1. Why are you drawn to this person? Pile 1. Oh, this already came out. Pile 1. Why are you drawn to this person? I actually think I'm going to put your tarot here like I did in another reading. Pile 1, why are you drawn to this person? Pile 1. Why are you drawn to this person? Pile 1. Ooh. Let me know in the comments down below if you like me using this. I think I'll use it for shorter readings like this one. I plan on this being a shorter reading. We'll see how it goes. It was a gift though, and I'm kind of obsessed with it. It's so cute. It even has the little cats on it. I'll say already it's starting off as a very sweet, oh yeah, it's a very sweet message. Yeah. Bottom of the deck we have Page of Wands. So you have the Page of Cups, the Page of Swords, and the Page of Wands. I mean, all we're missing here is the Page of Pentacles, but you have the 9 of Pentacles here. So, wow, pile 1. So we have Page of Cups, the Tower, 9 of Pentacles, and Page of Swords. So I'll say, when the Tower happens, this is a release of something. It's something being forcefully pushed away from your life. Something is crumbling, something is breaking, something isn't working out, something is falling apart in your life. And it's not typically with the Tower, this is something that you're just being forced out of, it's some sort of fated intervention from the universe. You know, it's your guides sort of giving you tough love and pushing you out of something that it was unstable to begin with. You probably weren't that happy with it, but it was all that you had. And so even when something isn't what we want it to be, we'll cling to it because it's all that we know and it's better than nothing, or at least we think that. But really, the opportunity for a fresh start is incredible. And so it's just difficult, right? It's challenging, like, and it feels daunting. Like, starting over from scratch feels daunting. So you may be at a point in your life right now when you're watching this reading where something just didn't quite work out. Something fell apart. There was something that had to be released. So this could be a breakup. This could be losing your job. You know, it could be a series of things that haven't quite worked out. You know, the Tower can be completely devastating and life-changing, or it can just be like one significant setback in our lives, or what we interpret as a setback. But really, it's a push forward into your future. And so the way this is coming across, it's like this person is representing a tower moment in your life. This person is meant to come into your life and shake things up. They're meant to disrupt this faulty tower. So for some of you, you could be right now, if you're feeling romantically attracted to the person that you're inquiring about, you could be in an unhappy relationship right now, or you could be in a situation where you've been single for quite a long time and you're not necessarily happy being single, but you're comfortable in that you feel safe. You know what I mean? But there's something about it, and if it's a friendship sort of thing, it could be that they're helping you in some way, maybe get you out of a rut in your career, or get you out of your comfort zone in some way. They're forcing you out of this tower. This person is functioning as a tower in your life, as a tower moment, I should say, because they're coming in and they're disrupting this shaky, faulty tower that has been built up. And I say they're representing a fresh start because we have all of these pages coming through. So they're going to be a fresh start for you emotionally, a fresh start for you mentally, a fresh start for you in terms of your creativity and how much action you take towards things. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, here we have the financial success and abundance. So remember, it's a general reading, but there's something about this person coming through and they are up-leveling your financial situation, whether that's they're a romantic partner, a love interest that has more money, more financial stability than you, or they act as a mentor and they help you some way in your career. You know, whether that's they spark an idea in you, they give you the encouragement and the support to follow your dreams, they encourage you to take action, they encourage you to be creative, they spark, again, some sort of, almost like you would look up to them in a way. You know, they could be in a field, career-wise, that, like, you know, you've always wanted to go into that field, and now you have a role model or a mentor to look up to, someone to guide you. But it definitely feels like they're having a significant impact on your life, you know. And if you're resonating with the romantic message because you do have a romantic or physical attraction to this person, feels like they are a complete departure from, you know, the type of person you're used to dating, because we have all of these pages. So when you think of all these pages being here, basically like the soil here is fertile, the ground is fertile for something long-lasting to be built. And because we have the Nine of Pentacles, you can rest assured that this new foundation you'll be building with this person, if it is romantic, will be stable, will be committed, will be long-lasting. Okay, let's get some Oracle cards. I actually want to start with this deck. Let's get some more messages. And don't worry, we will be getting some love Oracle cards too, to clarify if you're asking about a relationship or a potential connection that's not platonic. All right, pile one, what do we need to know? Why are you drawn to this person? How is this person going to function in your life? Why are you drawn to them? Pile one, why are you drawn to this person? What do we need to know, please, Spirit? Why is pile drawn to this person. Oh yeah, we have the Cayman, I believe that's how you pronounce that. The Cayman and the Poppy, dreams. Now poppy is the flower for the month of August, so August could be a significant month for this connection. But yes, we have the Cayman and the Poppy, dreams. So there's something about a wish fulfillment with the Nine of Pentacles here. Yeah, like something feels like this person is either a wish themselves, like this person is what you've been wanting, or this person is pushing you towards achieving some sort of goal, some sort of dream that you have. So if there's some sort of career dream, even with like, I know this isn't an alligator, but it's making me think of an alligator and something about like reptiles and like shedding of skin, transformation, renewal. And then the poppy flower makes me think of dreams, something that's not quite tangible yet, something that feels surreal. I feel like when this person comes in and you're drawn to them, there's something a bit mystical about it. I do feel like this is like you were meant to meet this person. Like it feels like divine intervention. You know, it feels like you're in a rut, either romantically or in terms of your career, because that keeps coming up over and over again, and they push you. You know, there's something about them pushing you from this tower, like they are a disruptor in your life and for your highest good. You know, I feel like even if the change is uncomfortable, even if it makes you scared, even if it makes you nervous, it's for your highest good. Because it may feel overwhelming to you, like how you feel about this person. Or you may feel a bit intimidated by them if they're a mentor or a role model. You may feel a bit intimidated, but they're definitely here to help you. Pile 1. How is this person showing up in your life? What archetype are they represented by? Pile 1. How is this person showing up? Showing up in your life. Pile 1. What archetype are they represented by? Pile 1. Oh man, that just fell all the way in the floor. Come here. We have Queen. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. Okay, yeah, remember how I said I could read this in two ways. I feel like this is, again, someone that you look up to. I feel like this is going to be someone who's very supportive, very nurturing, whether it's they are like a mentor or a role model for your career, or if there's someone that you aspire to be like, or if they are a romantic love interest. Regardless, it's someone that you look up to and someone that you put on a pedestal. But the nice part about them showing up as the divine feminine, and remember, we're talking about energy, we're not talking about gender whatsoever, shows me that they're, even though you look up to them and even though you're putting them a bit on a pedestal here, as you get to know them, they are so humble, so supportive, so loving, so nurturing. You know, I think they make you feel comfortable, even though you're still a bit intimidated. You know, I think it's nice that they're showing up as the divine feminine, because I think that's going to be really helpful for this connection to really prosper here. Because I think otherwise, like if they were showing up as a divine masculine, I think the intimidation factor would be so great that it would be difficult for this relationship to progress. But I think that because they're going to show up in that divine feminine, they're going to be so nurturing and so supportive. I think it's going to help you quite a bit, especially if you're someone who's really self-critical, or you're kind of hard on yourself, or you have some self-doubt, don't think that you're good enough. And that's what's created this stagnancy either in your career or your love life. I think it's really beautiful that they're showing up as someone who would be really supportive, someone who would be gentle in their encouragement, not someone who would be harsh. Because I think that self-criticism kind of shows up a lot in my pile 1s. You guys tend to be my hard workers, my ambitious people, my type A's. but you're also, as a result of that, really hard on yourself. And so I feel like you've mastered self-discipline, and I feel like this person's going to come in and show you the benefit there is in being self-compassionate. Okay, let's get some love messages for those of you who are resonating. With those of you who are asking about a potential romantic interest. Pile 1, why are you drawn to this person? Why are you drawn to this person, Pile 1? What do we need to know? Past life relationship. Your souls know each other from previous lifetimes, and you have been with this person together before. There is an instant attraction and recognition on a soul level. So this actually works platonic or romantic, actually, because you can have past life connections where, you know, they're just part of your soul family, and maybe it's not always romantic. But this tells me that there is, again, that divine intervention. There's a pull. It feels like you were fated to meet this person again in this lifetime. There's likely a soul contract there. So there could be a joint soul mission for your career, or it could be a romantic soulmate. It really feels like this would be a significant partnership. So maybe in the past you've been through a lot of karmic romantic relationships that were preparing you for this connection, which is beautiful. So let's get some love advice for Pile 1s. How should they navigate this connection? Pile 1, how should they navigate this connection, this person that you're inquiring about? How should you navigate it? Pile 1, please, Spirit, what do we need to know? How should we navigate this connection? It says, you actually got 2 cards, we'll take both. It says, be vulnerable, allow them to see your true feelings. Being vulnerable is the only way to allow your heart to experience true pleasure. Dare to love openly. I say this all the time. Like, if you are wanting love, you have to be open, you have to be vulnerable, and understand that when you open yourself up to love, you are also opening yourself up to potential heartbreak. You can't get the reward without the risk. Otherwise, you're having superficial connections. That's just the name of the game, right? Fortune rewards the brave. Like, you have to be brave. You have to open up. Otherwise, you'll never know true love. It requires that emotional vulnerability. You have to be willing to take that risk. It's a leap of faith. That's why we associate the Fool card in tarot with new love. That's just what it is. So I love that message for you, Pile 1. And then we have Angel with Love. Trust that your love life is being divinely guided and protected. Your angels know exactly how much information you can handle right now. So there's something about this connection that they're not wanting to share with us at this time. But remember, we keep getting this message about divine guidance. So if you're scared, if things feel uncertain, don't worry about it. This connection is being divinely guided. This person was meant to come into your life for a reason, and it does feel like this is a soulmate connection. It does feel like you're getting the message that it is safe for you to love. All right, and then let's just get a zodiac message to close out your reading. How should my Pile 1s approach this connection? What energy should they approach this connection with? Now, this doesn't have to be your sun sign whatsoever. This is just the energy you should approach this connection with that will help things, you know, go more smoothly. Pile 1, what zodiac sign? What energy? Aquarius, Aquarius. So I like this because to me, Aquarian energy works really well if we're thinking about doing something that's going to raise the vibration of the collective. So that works really well for those of you who are resonating with that joint soul mission, career aspect, works really well. Now, for those of you who were resonating with the romantic messages and who, are, inquiring about a potential love interest, I feel like building a solid foundation of friendship first would allow you to feel comfortable and would allow you to open up emotionally and feel safe to do so. So Aquarian energy, I think, would be really helpful for you to channel that energy. And if you're an Aquarius, that ought to be easy for you. All right, pile 1, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is simply to watch the ads and do the other stuff I requested of you. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting. You all have been so kind. Just the sense of community that I've gotten from doing this has been really wonderful and really beautiful. And again, a huge thank you to the subscriber who suggested this topic. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys in my next one. Take care, pile 1. All right, all my pile 2s, if you chose the Golden Girls Tarot deck, welcome to your reading. Let's find out pile 2. Oh, the moon's already coming out. Let's find out pile 2. Why are you drawn to this person? So if you skip the intro, we're going to be finding out platonic messages as well as romantic. So just stay tuned. A big thank you again to the subscriber who suggested this topic. And a big thank you to my guides and your guides for coordinating these messages. Pile 2. Why are you drawn to this person? Spirit, what do we need to know? Please, Spirit. Pile 2. Why are they drawn to this person? All right, let's find out. This little wooden board is a gift that I recently received, so I thought I would use it for the shorter readings. Let me know how you guys feel about it. If you don't like it, I'll just use it for my personal use. But I was quite excited about it. Of course, I love the little kitty cats on it. Pile 2. Lots of earth sign energy already coming up. Okay, it's funny. I don't know if you guys caught it, but when I had picked up your deck to start shuffling it, the moon had popped out and I put it back and then it's come out again. So that was meant to happen. All right. Bottom of the deck, we have the Fool card. So for those of you who are inquiring about a potential romantic love interest, this is a very good sign to come out as our bottom of the deck energy. I tend to think of this as the overall theme. And so with the Fool card being here, this could absolutely represent new love. You know, you have to take a leap of faith. Like I was telling pile 1, you have to risk the fall to get to the good stuff. So you have to be willing to be open to heartbreak, take that risk to open yourself up to true love. You know, you can't get true love without the emotional vulnerability. And yeah, that involves a little bit of a risk, right, of getting your heart broken. You can't have one without the other, light and dark duality. We know this. So if this isn't a romantic love interest, this could be signifying that this person represents hope for you. They represent optimism. They represent a fresh start. So this could be the beginning of a beautiful business partnership, a beautiful friendship. But regardless, this person represents sort of like the sunlight coming back into your life. All right, let's get some more messages here. We've got the Page of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Moon, and we have the Knight of Wands. So Knight of Wands, this could be confirming for those of you who are asking about an Aries, a Leo, or Sagittarius. They could have dominant placements in their birth chart, so Sun, Moon, Venus, Mars, that are rising sign even, that are fire sign placements, or they could have a lot of houses in their birth chart that are in the 1st, 5th, or 9th house. So, Knight of Wands. I will say as well, with the moon here, you may not know quite what to think of this person, and it makes sense that you would click on this reading. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty. I don't think you quite know how you feel about this person. I think you're kind of a little bit mixed up, And so it absolutely makes sense, because you're kind of like, why is this person being brought into my life? It feels like there's a sense of significance there, but maybe you're not quite sure how you feel about them. Maybe you're a bit uncertain about your own feelings, or the energy feels quite big, right? Like the Fool card is major arcana, like a leap of faith. So it feels pretty significant to you, but I don't think you quite know what to make of it. And maybe you're a bit unsure about where it could go. And that makes sense with the Knight of Wands, because this person is very action oriented. They're going to rush into things. And so maybe they are quite clear about how they feel about you or what their intentions are towards you. But maybe that makes you a bit nervous. Maybe you're a bit uncertain. How should I feel about this person? Why am I drawn to them? And I think as well with the Knight of Wands, because they are so action oriented, if you're someone who's more in your head or you're a little bit more grounded, that can make you maybe a bit nervous. So that makes a lot of sense. With the Page of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles here though, similar to pile 1, there's kind of a little bit of an up-leveling in your finances, and this could be like this person buying you gifts. If this is a potential love interest, they could be using gifts as a way to win you over, or like nice dates out, where they're spending quite a bit of money on you could be a possibility. They could also be making some sort of offer to you for a business relationship or some sort of money advice, and maybe you're uncertain about whether you should take it. Even with the Two of Pentacles here, like I feel like you're a bit divided, you're a little bit torn, a little bit back and forth about, honestly, like how you feel about this person. I really want to get into your oracle. Pile 2. Why is pile 2 drawn to this person? I will say also with the moon, there could be something here that Spirit's not quite ready to share with you. There could be a reason why, sort of the reasoning why this person came into your life may be hidden from you for a reason. So if that comes up in your oracle, I'll say so. But we'll see if we can get some more information about it. Absolutely. Pile 2, why are you drawn to this person? Pile 2, why are you drawn to them? Pile 2. Ah, the mouse and the buttercup, innocence. I kind of feel like this person has like good, honest intentions towards you, but I think you have difficulty trusting that because of your past. That's what's coming up. Even the 0 here, like again, Fool card energy coming through again, and the yellow, hope, optimism, sunlight. But I think you're kind of timid like this mouse, like you're not quite sure if you can trust it. And I feel like this is saying that you can, but I feel like you just have difficulty trusting in general. Like I feel like that's hard for you, and it has to be from your past experiences. Yeah, definitely. But I feel like Spirit is reassuring you that you can trust this person. We have the Deer and the Oat bottom of the deck with healing here. I do think this person is going to heal some aspect that you've struggled with yourself. And I think a lot of it, again, has to do with your past. I think you've been hurt before. I think you've been disappointed, betrayed. It feels quite heavy in comparison to the new, fresh start that this person represents. So I feel like Spirit is reassuring you here that it's okay to trust this person. Spirit is saying, like, we can tell you over and over again that it's safe to welcome this person into your life, but we can't give you a guarantee, right? Like, we can't spell it out for you. We can't hand you a contract and say, like, we agree. Like, it's almost like Spirit is saying, like, how can you trust this person if you don't trust us? If you're not trusting this message right now, how could you trust this person? It's almost like Spirit is sort of like gently giving you some tough love right now and saying, you kind of need to work on your faith. Like, you kind of need to trust us a little bit, embody that full energy, because it's going to be really hard for you to connect with other people if you are having trouble connecting with spirit. It's almost like spirit is calling you back home, calling you back to the light, calling you back to source, and kind of just wanting to give you like a warm hug and reassure you that everything that you've been through has been for your highest good, and to have a little bit of trust, a little bit of faith. That's what they're saying to me. And they're acknowledging that it's hard. They're definitely acknowledging that. They're not in any way minimizing your pain or your hurt, what you've been through. So pile 2, how is this person showing up in your life? What archetype best represents the Knight of Wands and how they are showing up in your life? What do we need to know about this? Pile 2, what do we need to know about this? Oh, 2. I really love this. Okay, so first we have Companion, loyalty, tenacity, and unselfishness. Honestly, regardless of whether you're asking about a potential love interest or something platonic, this person is going to be like your loyal sidekick. Like, I feel like this person comes through with this energy of like being your biggest fan, being your biggest supporter, someone who genuinely just wants the best for you and wants to see you happy and is willing to do anything to spark that happiness, spark that joy within you. You know, the Knight of Wands is a very happy-go-lucky person, and so again, like this repeating color of yellow coming through, even the fact that you chose the Golden Girls Tarot, yellow is like featured a lot in this deck. And even just the fact that the Golden Girls takes place in Miami, Florida, where it's sunny all the time. Yeah, and you know, the Golden Girls Tarot, like Golden Girls, the TV show, was all about friendship. And so I feel like regardless of whether it's a love interest or whether it's platonic, this person is going to be an awesome friend to you. Like, even if romantically things don't work out, if it is a love interest, there's still going to be that solid foundation of friendship. This is someone where even if you went through a breakup with them, they would still remain your friend. You know, this person isn't trying to hurt you, screw you over in any way. And you know, fire sign energy, speaking as a Leo myself, we do tend to do that to people. We tend to hype them up. We tend to, you know, try to instill confidence in other people. We want other people to feel good. That's a positive attribute of fire sign energy. And so, yeah, I feel like this person is just like your biggest cheerleader in a lot of ways. And then we have King, enlightened, benevolent leadership, benefiting those in your charge. I feel like this person's going to grow from a knight to a king. And what that tells me is I feel like this person's significance in your life is going to grow if you choose to let them into your life. You know, if you choose to let them into your inner circle, I feel like your appreciation for them and the role that they play in your life is going to develop and grow in significance. I will also say I could see this starting off as a friendship and developing into a romantic partnership. It does feel, it's funny because we had all of this like Page of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. You would think we would get more career business messages, but honestly, it's just not coming through. I feel like in a lot of ways, this person helps ground you. They help stabilize you. Sometimes with Pentacles, instead of thinking about material wealth, we can think about behavior. And so I feel like this person just helps ground you. You know, you feel a lot happier in your daily life, in your habits, in your routine as a result of this person. And that could mean a lot of different things. You know, they may be like your workout buddy. You know, they may be, again, just like sort of like a function, like a life coach almost, like just helping you, you know, take better care of yourself in some ways. But again, I think if it is a love interest, they're going to help up-level your financial situation, you know, through gifts while they're pursuing you, through taking you out to nice dinners, to new adventures, because it is the Knight of Wands, so they would definitely come up with some creative date ideas. And then of course, if you got married to this person, that would definitely increase your socioeconomic status. But yeah, and even if they're a friend, I feel like they would just be a really generous friend. Like if you needed to borrow money, if you were in a tight spot for whatever reason, I feel like they would definitely be willing to help you out. They're very kind. All right, pile two. Pile two. What do we need to know? We're gonna get into the love messages now. Pile two, if this is a love interest, what do we need to know? Pile two, about this Knight of Wands. Home and family. There might be some changes coming up regarding your current home situation. A relocation could also be possible. This card also stands for starting a family together. So yeah, like from a knight to a king, like there is, and remember when we talk about this, we're talking about energy, we're not talking about gender. But with home and family here, if you want it with this person and this is a love interest you're asking about, there is definitely potential here for a long-term commitment. This is someone you could start a family with, someone that you can move in with, someone that you can marry. You know, this is someone, again, like I feel like financially they're in a better position than you. And so they could, you know, improve your living situation as well if you end up moving with them. There also could be a long distance factor here, and that could be why there's some uncertainty. So this person could come into your life and then you find out maybe they live some distance from you, and then you're a little bit uncertain about whether you want to get into a long distance relationship, which is perfectly understandable and why you may be a little bit back and forth about this. That message isn't going to apply to everyone, but it could be, you know, a message for someone specifically. Honestly, even if you live in a big city and you just live on the other side of town, I've heard that that's like really difficult. So there could be something like that. It doesn't necessarily mean something dramatic like they're from another country, although it could be. With the Knight of Wands, I do think of someone who travels quite a bit. All right. So in terms of love advice, how should pile two navigate the situation if it's a romantic love interest? How should they navigate this situation, please, Spirit? How should they navigate it? How should they navigate this situation? I also feel like this person would just give you really good practical advice. Really good practical advice. This is funny. It says, get out of bed. Using sleep as an escape from reality is only a temporary fix. You're a fighter. Look at everything you've overcome. Don't give up now. Kind of feels like this is a speech that they would give you if you were feeling a bit down on yourself. They would like encourage you. Remember how I said they would you know, be like almost like a motivational speaker to you in some ways. But this also makes me think that, you know, for some of you, this is just about getting out of your comfort zone and taking a risk on this person, you know. Like I said, like if you've been single for some time and you've grown comfortable in that, even if you're not necessarily as happy as you know that you could be, and you don't want to admit to yourself that you would quite like this home and family dynamic, then this is encouraging you to, you know, get out of your daydream and participate, because the Knight of Wands is someone who participates in life 100%. So that could be, even your bottom of the deck is get outside. Spending more time in nature will help you take the pressure off love and remind you that life is beautiful even in gloomy days. I kind of wonder if for some of you, you've clicked on this reading and you haven't even met this person yet. And you just clicked on this reading because you wanted to watch a tarot reading. I don't know. But it's funny, like I think if you're in that back and forth and you're feeling really confused, getting out in nature, connecting with nature, even if it's just a walk, meditating outside, taking a bike ride, walking your dog, whatever the case may be, would help you get some clarity on this situation and see this person more clearly. Kind of alleviate some of that anxiety. Okay, So now we're gonna get a zodiac message. So this will be the energy that will be helpful for you to embody in navigating this connection, platonic or romantically. What zodiac sign, astrological energy will help you? Pile 2. Let's find out. We have Cancer, and it's funny because you have the moon here as well. So with Cancer here, Cancer energy really loves the home. Like, that is their safe space. That's how they nest, right? And they can be in that hard outer shell, but then on the inside it's the ooey gooey, right? So they may seem a bit closed off like the crab, but on the inside they're quite keyed into their emotions. You know, they have the deepest, they have the most emotional depth is what I'm trying to say. You know, Cancer energy feels things so strongly, they're so sensitive, and that's why they have that hard outer shell. So I feel like Spirit is saying, lean into that emotional vulnerability, get clear about your own emotions. You know, Cancer energy is very emotionally intelligent, and understand like when you need that hard outer shell and when it's safe to let those walls down. That's the overall energy. So even if you're opening up to a friendship or you're opening up to a love interest, open up. Like, that emotional vulnerability is needed, but it's saying you're safe. It's saying that this person is going to feel like home to you, whether it's romantic or platonic. You are safe to open up. All right, pile 2, this was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to watch the ads. I really appreciate it if you choose to do that. Thank you, huge thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel, and a special thank you to the subscriber who suggested this topic. And I will see you guys in my next one. Take care, pile 2. Best of luck to you. It seems like it's really positive. All right, last but not least, we have pile 3 with Tarot del Fuego. Let's find out why you are drawn to this person. So if you skip the intro, we will be getting both platonic and romantic messages. Pile 3, what do we need to know? Oh, one of my cards is flipped over. Let's fix that. What do we need to know, pile 3, please, Spirit? A huge thank you to my guides and your guides for coordinating these messages, and a special thank you to the subscriber who suggested this topic. Pile 3, what do we need to know? Why are you drawn to this person? Pile 3. And like I was telling the other 2 groups, this wooden board was a gift. I thought I would use it for my shorter readings. If you don't like it, let me know in the comments, or if you do like it, let me know. If it's not a hit, then I will just use it for my own personal use. It's so cute though, like I love the cats on it. It's a really cool gift. I'm gonna put your oracle cards up here, but your tarot will be down here. I will say, just with the deck that you chose and even the first 2 cards that have come out, this is pretty intense and passionate energy. I think one more card just to round it out. Ooh, yeah. Bottom of the deck we have 7 of Wands. pile 1 and pile 2 felt like they were like new people entering their life, whereas with you, it feels like there's some history there. It feels very, very different. The energy feels pretty radically different. And I say that because with the 7 of Wands here, this feels like past energy with this person. Like there was a lot of effort involved. There was kind of some conflict, like some miscommunications, or you know, you couldn't just quite resolve issues with this person. I mean, you can see like the little beaver here, and then his tail is on fire. He's trying to build up this wall against this raging stream and these like flying fish. All pretty intense, right? But with the water here, you think of this emotion. So like the beaver here is trying to create a home, trying to create stability here. This is very grounded energy. And then you have the water coming in with the emotion. And so you have the rational and the emotional. So it feels like there's a miscommunication because one of you in this, I can call it a connection because there's history here. One of you in this connection is very emotional, and the other person comes forth with logic. And not to say that one is right or wrong, it's just a different approach to conflict resolution. And so it's this push and pull, and then we have here the 5 of Swords, we have the 9 of Cups, we have the Fool, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the 10 of Swords. So with the 10 of Swords here, I do think there was an ending at some point. I think there was, you know, at least some sort of amount of time where you took a break from this connection. There was some separation. You know, again, it feels like there was some history there, and you know, there was some healing that needed to be worked out. There was an ending. But with the Fool here in the center of the reading, it's almost like the Fool is sort of the epicenter here, where there's a potential here for a new start. Even with the Ace of Swords, the way it's depicted here, you see 2 different hands like grasping this sword. It feels like you both want this new communication, you know, but it's still painful. Like you can see the hands here bleeding on the sword. There's still some things that are unresolved. There's still some conflict, but it's very up and down. Like you have the 9 of Cups here, where it's like emotional fulfillment, you know, it's a wish come true. It feels beautiful. It feels like renewal. There's spring, there's flowers blooming. It's beautiful. But then you have the 5 of Swords, where there's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of competition. It feels like someone has to get the last word, you know, someone is always trying to win an argument instead of listening to understand, instead of trying to find a mutual compromise. So with all that being said, I've got to get into your oracle, because this tarot spread as it stands now is pretty all over the place. So let's get some clarity here, pile 2. I would be surprised if this wasn't a romantic love interest that you were asking about. Otherwise, it's a very contentious friendship, because this feels personal. This does not feel in any way business or career related. This feels very personal. All right, pile 2, why are you drawn to this person? Pile 2, why are you drawn to this person? If this is a completely new person in your life and you're like, no, there's no shared history, either you picked the wrong group, or this is kind of alluding to the future with this person and could be a word of caution. So just take what resonates. Always remember it's a general reading. Pile 2, I'm not pile 2. Did I call you pile 2? I'm sorry. Pile 3, pile 3. Why are you drawn to this person? Pile 3. Pile 3, why are you drawn to them? This is wanting to come out. The bobcat and the blackthorn, patience, I think this connection requires quite a lot of patience, because you're coming from two completely different perspectives. Like, the way that you speak, the way that you handle things is such a different approach. You know, this is like opposites attract. Like, it feels like if this was a love interest, this would be like enemies to lovers. Like, it feels like things are quite heated, quite passionate. You know, there's so much of like, I would have a hard time thinking this is even a friendship, honestly. If it is a friendship, you guys argue quite a bit. We have stagnation with the lizard and the pitcher plant. It does, even just the way this is depicted, like the blue and the black and the white. Like, there's someone who sees things black or white, like very rational, very logical. It's this way or it's that way, but there's no room for gray area, right? Whereas the blue, all they have is gray area. You know, like they think with they think and they lead with their emotions, right? Like, they feel rather than think is a better way of putting it. So there's someone who sees things from a more nuanced perspective, but it's very emotional. And there's someone who sees things very clearly, but there's no room there. Like, you can't convince this person otherwise, you know? Like, this is right and this is wrong and that's the end of it. Whereas this person would be like, well, yeah, but you're not taking this into consideration or this into consideration, you know? I hope I'm making sense. You know, it's very different perspectives here. You know, like, this person would be a lot more philosophical, whereas this person would be a lot more scientific. This person would be all about rationality and logic and finding things out through experience or through proof or evidence, whereas this person is more artistic, more creative, you know, leads by faith and spirituality and doesn't have to see it to believe it. So it's so opposing, but it means that you could learn a lot from each other, though, because you're both coming from two different extremes here. So there is room here. There's a reason why this person is in your life, but it feels a bit karmic. It feels like something that you're meant to learn from each other. Yeah. It does feel like this person comes in like a lesson, but it's a mutual lesson. Like, you both have something to learn. And I know that's not always like the message people want to hear, but that's life. All right. What archetype is this person showing up in pile 3's life? What archetype best represents the person pile 3 is inquiring about? And even with stagnation as well, kind of signifies that break in the connection that I was talking about. Like, if you have history with this person, there was a time of separation. I feel like that's confirming that for us. Ah, man. We have beggar and we have artist. Confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem. It does feel like in some ways like there's a power imbalance here. You know, someone is begging for the attention of the other person, and it feels almost like too much value is placed. Like, it feels a bit one-sided in some ways. Like, too much value is placed upon one other person in this connection, and you're viewing like you need this person, or they're feeling like they need you, but that's not the case. We have artist, expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the 5 senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. You know how when people go through big heartbreaks, right? Like, you know, it could be romantic or platonic. You know, a friend can break your heart just as well. You know, after you go through that period, you become so creative. Like, it's kind of crazy, but it's true. Like, that level of feeling is so intense and so deep. you can write beautiful poems, you can create beautiful art, you can find inspiration from the pain. Yeah, it can make you creative in a lot of ways, you know. A lot of comedians had troubled childhoods, you know. It's finding beauty and purpose in the pain. And so I think regardless of what happens with this person, I do think it's going to inspire some creativity within you. And I think you're going to create something quite beautiful from it. I will say that. You know, you may have some conflicting feelings about that, but it's the message that's coming through. All right. Let's get some love messages here, pile 3. If you're still with me, good on you for hearing the tough messages. Because I know some people just click off. They're like, nope, I don't want to hear it. And that's fine, you know. Like, you have to be ready for these messages. And as always, like I said, if it's not resonating, then leave it. Pile 3. If this person is a romantic love interest, pile 3, what do you need to know? Oh yeah, oh yeah. We have sorry, reconciliation. This card stands for reconciliation and forgiveness. Someone may feel very sorry for their actions and wants to apologize, or perhaps you are in this situation. It also may be important for you to forgive in order to move on. I love this card because it says, like, you can forgive them and let them back into your life, or you can forgive them and have that be the catalyst for you being able to finally move on. You know, like, Spirit's not saying one way or another, it's your decision. But I think that if you have been waiting from an apology, this is saying you're gonna get it, and then you can choose what you want to do with that apology. Or if you need to make amends with someone and you know that you mistreated someone, then this is definitely encouraging you to take that first step and, you know, right that wrong. And it could be mutual, you know, you both could have, you know, done things that were harmful to the other person. All right. Pile 3, what's the love advice in this situation? How should pile 3 navigate this situation? What would be most helpful to pile 3 in navigating this situation, pile 3? We have, it's okay. Pain is part of growing. Don't numb the pain. It's okay to allow yourself to feel your emotions so you can start your healing journey. It really feels like to me that this person comes back and you're letting them go. You know, like you finally get your closure and you're able to move on, and you're going to transmute that pain. And I think part of what's going to help you heal is getting in touch with your creativity. And please don't feel like, I'm not an artist, I don't know how to make anything. You can literally just color, you know, you can just paint to paint, you can sing. You don't have to be good at it, you know, like, it's just a way for you to heal, for you to transmute that energy. You can knit, you know, you can craft, you can bake. You know, I think something beautiful is going to come out of all of this. You can start a garden, you know. Artists can mean so many different ways. There's so many different ways for you to express your creativity. And if you feel like you're not a creative person, then I feel like this is a gentle challenge from the universe to say, are you sure about that? Like, explore some things. This could be the start of a beautiful new hobby for you, a beautiful new passion. Let's get one more card because I feel like you guys might need a little bit more advice in this situation because it is quite intense. We have travel. Take a vacation from your love life, travel, go shopping, have a girls' night out, leave your worries behind and choose to do what makes you happy. Now also, like, don't worry about the gender. If you can absolutely be someone who identifies as a male watching this reading, that's okay. this oracle deck was created to like speak to women, but you can ignore the gender as always in my readings. But yes, a vacation, travel, even if it's just, you know, you don't have the money to travel somewhere far, just take yourself out on a nice little day trip somewhere. You know, it doesn't have to be far. Go to your favorite little local coffee shop or go to a new restaurant. Just get yourself out of your house and, you know, do something nice for yourself, a little treat. Take yourself out for ice cream. It doesn't have to be anything extreme. The bottom of the deck, I just noticed this. This may be a little bit of a harsh message, but it says, get over it, snap out of it. He's going to be sorry. He lost you, so stop worrying. Forget the past. It's time to let him go. Yeah, it kind of feels like the Fool here isn't a fresh start in the connection, but more so, again, you can ignore the gender here. Feels like it's a fresh start for you in your life. Again, this oracle deck's a bit like tough love, but you know, sometimes we need that. Oh my gosh, they just keep like catching my eye. I feel like your guides have so much to say to you because this doesn't typically happen. And believe me, there are a lot of positive cards in this deck. So the fact that it says cold peace, what exactly do you love about him? If he's treating you in a way that feels disrespectful, ask yourself what part of you allows this behavior to continue. So that could be a good question to ask yourself as you're going through this healing journey. Like, what within me needs to be healed? Why was I accepting being disrespected in that way? Like, why did I think that was the kind of love that I deserved? You know that Perks of Being a Wallflower quote where it says, we accept the love we think we deserve. Why don't you feel like you deserve better? Because you do, pile 3. You deserve so much better. And even the fact that you chose pile 3, there could have been a third-party situation at some point in this connection. If that doesn't resonate, then leave it, but I thought I would throw that out there. Okay, so back to the general messages for pile 3. What zodiac sign, what zodiac energy would be best for you to embody to navigate this situation, this connection successfully? What do you need to know, pile 3? So this is platonic or romantic. Ah, yeah, Sagittarius. Again with that travel message. Would be helpful for you to travel, for you to speak your truth, for you to stand up for yourself, for you to be bold, for you to get out of your comfort zone, for you to meet new people, start exploring other options. Yeah, like Sagittarius, like find some hope, find some optimism, that happy-go-lucky energy. Like you deserve to feel that way. Connect back to that Sagittarius energy. That will be helpful for you in clearing through all of this. Thank you so much, pile 3, for letting me do this reading for you. Thank you for sticking it out. I know these were some tough, difficult, hard messages to hear, but I hope that it brought you some clarity. I hope that it gave you a sense of direction about how to navigate this. A huge thank you to the subscriber who suggested this topic. And yeah, please consider liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you always know when I upload. The easiest way to support the channel is to do any of those things, but also to watch the ads. I know they can be probably a little bit of an inconvenience, a little bit annoying, but I do appreciate all the support. Thank you so much to everyone. It's been really cool to see the channel grow, to see us develop a community. It's been really, really helpful to me. I feel, I can't even describe to you how good it feels to be in this position and to be able to make videos for you all and content. I've been wanting to do this for quite a long time, so yeah, it just makes me feel so good. But yeah, so anyway, best of luck to you. I've been through this before myself, so my heart goes out to you, pile 3. Best of luck to you in your healing journey. You deserve the absolute best. And I will see you guys in my next one. Take care, take very good care of yourself. You deserve it, pile 3.